Hey everyone, welcome back to Operation Tradefront, and I want to welcome you to a new series that I'm wanting to start on the channel here to try to get things back going. Things have been really crazy with work and everything else this year, so I know I kind of slumped off a little bit, but I want to try to get back into the swing of things, and I want to try to get back doing this challenge here. So what I'm going to do for this challenge is a zero DTE challenge, and what zero DTE means is 0 days to expiration. With a zero DTE challenge, things are extremely risky. You have to be very careful with what you're doing. So I really want to preface this. Please do not try to follow what I'm doing. Obviously, if you're gonna be watching it after the fact anyways. But please don't try to jump in and do this without understanding what you're doing. Zero DTE trades have extreme volatility. If you're trading a stock and you have a idea of what you want to happen and you put on the trade in the morning and the stock goes against you quickly, you've got to get out quickly. You could lose 100% and very well likely will lose 100% of your investment if something goes horribly wrong. There's no time for it to be right because it expires that day. So, what zero DTE trades normally are is for any stock that expires on a Friday that has weekly options, or even if it's a monthly option, on that expiration Friday, you would trade the stock on that specific day, not buying it on Thursday before, not buying it on the week before, nothing like that. You would buy it that morning or that evening sometime, and then be out of the trade before it expired that day at the end of the close of market that day. With this type of trade, you're guessing the direction for that specific day, and it's one of those high risk, high reward sort of situations. It's not really high reward when it comes to it based on the dollar amounts, unless you're trading a lot of contracts, depending on the stock that you're trading. But one good thing about it is this account is less than 25,000. I am subject to PDT, so I limit it to 3 day trades every week, or within a 5 day period. So what I'm choosing to do, one, on the cheapness scale, as well, is the SPY. So I'm going to be trading the SPY. It expires on Monday, it expires on Wednesday, and it expires on Friday. So I can do 3 trades a week, one a day throughout the week. So that doesn't mean I'm going to trade every day. I'm only going to trade good setups, and I'm only going to trade when I'm able to focus on trading for that day. And so I'm going to show you the screenshots here in a minute. I wanted to record everything, but I wasn't able to do that. And depending on work and everything, I may not trade every day moving forward, but I would like to get this on some sort of a consistent and steady basis for a challenge here. And so one of the things that I want to start out with is I want to show you my phone here. And so this is the screenshot that I took after the trade was done. And you'll see it is a margin account and there's $36.23. I'm rich. Um, but no, so I started with $26. I traded, I made $10. You can see I profited $10 that day doing these trades, and you can see the SPY trades there. But I'm going to go over to this other screen here, and you'll see I actually made a boo-boo. And so this is another thing. Lesson number one here, if you want to take it that way, for trading zero DTE contracts, please make sure you queue the right contract. In this case, I just clicked on the wrong thing. I don't know what I was thinking, but I accidentally clicked on the put for 474 instead of the call for 480. And but thankfully it worked out in my favor a little bit. So I bought the put at 17 cents. Thankfully, SPY went down just a little bit. I sold the put for 20 cents. I then turned around and bought the call for 20 cents and sold it at 27 cents. So a whopping $10 for those trades, but I did burn a day trade. So now if I am able to trade on Friday, which is tomorrow, if I am able to trade on Friday, then I will not be able to trade Monday. But I'm off work tomorrow because of the New Year's Eve. So hopefully I'll be able to trade tomorrow and get that out of the way because Monday will probably be really busy for me at work. So uh, I'm going to get into what my plan is for tomorrow as well. But please, as you watch this video, if you have any questions about the zero DTE trades or trading in general or anything, please post them in the comment section below. And again, I want to preface this, please do not try to trade this. You will most likely lose 100% of your investment if you're not careful. And with that being said, I'm going to try to get into what I'm seeing for the markets for tomorrow. So one of the things that I've been looking at, this is the 1 hour chart here, and the support and resistance for the day is, or actually even the last few days, is right in this channel here. You can see we've got support here. Uh, we touched it here, touched it here, touched it here, touched it here, and we've got resistance up here around the 478 area. And we closed today, the market closed at 476.09. So with the market closing down here, two things are what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. One is for us to bounce off of this area and start to rise back up toward this resistance up here, or open, depending on the futures markets, open below this area and either come up to test it and either reject or break through, or just open and sell off. And as the day goes through, that will be determined there. A couple of things you can see down here is we had big volume today, bigger than the last few. Well, I'll say today, but in this hour here. And then we also have a bearish divergence on the 1 hour with the pricing hitting all-time highs. But and this is a special indicator, but it's basically kind of like an RSI. And then we also have the cumulo delta. We have very small candles through here pretty much. And this is just a momentum indicator. Green candles means that buyers are in control, and red means that sellers are in control. So as you can see, we have a red candle here, which is much larger than the rest of the candles were going back all the way back until the 28th of December. And so that all right there tells me that we're actually going to have a bearish day tomorrow, or I would expect to have a bearish day tomorrow. Now, one thing that I do know is after hours, we have actually traded below 476 down to 474. And then I'm going to switch to my Moo screen down here to see, and you'll see right here I do have only one day trade left, and then I didn't lose any money. It is $33.51, but this is because of fees that I pay, because Moo does charge fees on options contracts. But as you can see, we're down to 474.53, so we're already below this support that we had up here. So we're on this chart here, 474.53. We're somewhere right in here, which is actually sitting on what would be the only really support that would be left until we get down into this range here. And the reason I drew this is because we have a little bit of support that was here, and then this candle back here is the only other thing. So this little window right through here would be where I would be looking for a bounce tomorrow if we sell down to that area. So my expectation, we're going to open up a little bit, we're going to sell off, we're going to bounce in this area, and then we'll go from there. But most likely, depending on how the futures open tomorrow, my trade will be done by the time we get down in here. So hopefully I can open up somewhere around the 474 range, ride it down to the 473, 472 range, and exit with a profit there, because I'm not even intending to ride it that long, because as you saw, I went from $26 to $36. So when I did that, that's like 30%, more than 30% on that trade in just a few moments. So when you're trading these zero DTE trades, when the market moves with you or against you for that matter, you can make a few dollars really quick. And that brings me back to equity management. One of the things that you really want to do when you do these trades, you really want to be on top of it. If you're trading a $20 contract and you drop $4 in a matter of seconds, which things can move really fast with the SPY and everything. If you drop $4 in a matter of minutes, you've got to cut that trade. You can't let it ride to hope for a rebound or anything like that, because like I said, you may very well lose 100% of your investment. So hopefully, I'm able to run this for a little while and do these trades continuously and grow it, and then maybe even try some different stocks eventually. But please, if there's any questions or anything, leave them in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next